Everybody, welcome to another Simonian Video Productions live stream. Tonight it is Wednesday at around 5:45 in the evening in Guelph, Ontario. It's a cold autumn evening and we're out for an evening walk. It's been a while since I've done one of these streams. Just looking up some of my previous uploads, I guess it's been just over 2 weeks since our last live stream was, so I figured I'd come in and do a live stream before it gets too late of a season. As I said in my previous stream, with winter coming and the early nights, the early sunsets, I won't be doing the live streams in the evening anymore. So this will just be a seasonal thing. And as I said, as the earlier evenings come, I will stop doing the live streams. So hope everybody's doing well. It's a beautiful night here in Guelph. It's a little cold. It's one of the colder nights we've had so far. But after all the heat we had this summer, I really don't mind the cold. But yeah, I'm actually getting over a cold. I was down there with a cold for probably at least a week, and now I'm coming around, so I figured I'd try to get back into the groove and get some videos up, get some live streams up, and check in with you guys. But yeah, so those of you who are going to be tuning in, thank you for those who join. I see we have 0 viewers right now, which is okay. We might pick some up later on in the stream. So yeah, we're on Waterloo Avenue tonight. This is a usual trek, except I'm on the other side of the street. I'm going to try something. I've noticed when I was on that side of the street, my internet connection was really bad. In fact, my last live stream had actually disconnected on that side of the street. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on this side and I'm going to see how the connection is, if it stays or if it goes. And yeah, comment below. If you join the stream, comment below what the internet connection is like, because I'd like to know. So yeah. We're out here. It's as I said earlier, it's about 5:45. It's a little earlier of a stream tonight just because of the sunset. I don't want to be walking in the dark. So for those of you who are wondering why it might be a little earlier, because usually I do these at around 6 o'clock, 6:30. So this one is a little earlier, but there's a good reason for that. I don't want to be out wandering around when the sun's down. I don't quite trust the city that much. So that explains why I'm out a little bit earlier tonight. It's possible I might not get any viewers during this live stream. We're 3 minutes in and still no viewers, so I feel like I'm talking into an empty camera. So if anybody joins or watches this stream later on, thank you. And yeah, oh, we have 2 viewers now. Welcome to the stream, everybody. But yeah, this last week or two, really the whole month of October has been kind of slow for content. There really hasn't been much to film, and there really hasn't been many responses. So October is going to be a slow month, and I'm going to say it now. I know it's a little bit early in the month, but I'm going to say it now. Don't be surprised if there is no October response compilation, because it is so quiet right now. So yeah, I'll keep you informed on that, but I think for now it's probably going to be a slow, if there probably won't be one for the month of October. So what I'll do is I'll combine October and November into 2 or into 1 and make the live stream or make the response compilation. So yeah, it'll be a little bit different this month, but yeah, I can't believe it's been a really slow month for videos. And for those of you who are frequent viewers of the channel, I apologize for that. It's kind of been a shitty month, but I've had these months before and I've always managed to survive, so I'm not worried about pulling through. But it does kind of hurt your motivation when there's no responses, nothing to film. It's kind of a slow time. You kind of have to really push yourself to keep interest, because it's easy to lose interest when you really don't have much going on. So that's kind of my situation right now. I'm in that realm where I kind of losing interest, but I'm trying to maintain the channel. And oh, we have 10 viewers now. Welcome to everybody who's joining. But yeah, no, I'm in that state now where I'm trying to maintain the channel and trying to push through the slow time, because it is a slow time right now. And for those of you who are regular viewers of the channel, I'm sure you'll understand that what I film, responses, it's not uncommon to have periods of time where it's slow or even no responses at all. So hey, welcome to the stream. Ipoji, welcome to the stream. I don't know if I said that right. I probably butchered the name, but that's something I regularly do, so please don't take offense. We might actually have something here to film. Welcome to the stream, Ipoji. Thank you for joining. It's kind of just a check-in stream because it's been a slow month. We got a train coming, so we'll film that for the stream. I don't know which way it's coming from, but well, it turns out it wasn't such a boring stream after all. We got a train, so for those of you guys who saw that, I hope you enjoy that. That goes out to my rail fans, people who are into trains. Hope you guys enjoyed that clip. It's been a while since I've got a train on live stream, but I usually don't come down here, so this is kind of a different route we're taking tonight. Right now we're on Kent Street, which is an older neighborhood near downtown, and it runs right parallel to a train track. So there's a lot of commuter trains, GO trains that come through here. The VIA comes through here twice a day, and the CN freight train comes through in the evening time. So it's kind of a good spot to watch trains, and you get a good close-up view of the tracks, more so on the other side of the street, but it's a good spot. I come here, I've actually filmed a few videos from Kent Street of trains, so if you haven't seen those videos, be sure to check them out. But yeah, we're out on it's a beautiful, brisk night. Look how narrow this sidewalk is. Check this out. This is an old street, Kent Street. It's an old street. Probably well over 200 years old, this street. Obviously, it's been redone in that time, and you can tell by the houses. It's an old street. There's an old Victorian house over there, Edwardian. I'm not exactly sure what era, but yeah, it's an old neighborhood, and it's a good neighborhood too. Like, it's pretty quiet and clean and safe, and it's a good place, good neighborhood. Expensive though. If you want affordability, this is not the neighborhood. But really, Guelph is not the city for affordability anyway. In fact, I was reading a news article that said we're the 4th most expensive city to live in all of Canada. So that's Guelph, Ontario. So just take that in for people who live in Guelph or are familiar with Guelph. And we're the 2nd most expensive city in the province of Ontario, which is mind-boggling when you think of it. When you actually think of the cost, it's mind-boggling. There's this house. This used to be a funeral home. At one time, this was a mansion, and it's now a house. This building right here, way back during the Second World War, they trained military officers, new recruits and draftees in this building. And then it became the Knights of Columbus, which was basically a club, like a hall, a party hall or whatever. And now it's a museum type thing. But actually World War II veterans or World War II trainees learned in that very building. Some of our Canadian heroes learned in that very building. So that's kind of an interesting fact. I didn't know that. I actually was reading up on some of the old buildings in Guelph, and that was something I discovered. This used to be a funeral home. Now it's some kind of business, and it's up for sale, as you can see. So I'm not sure what will go in its place. We're back on Waterloo Avenue again, by the way. So this is kind of just a check-in, like, hey, how's it going? I'm still alive kind of stream. There's not really anything too exciting happening. I'm not going to go down by the fire hall today. I don't really feel like it. It's kind of a long walk, and I have had no luck this week, let alone this month, for responses. So I'm not going to bother with the fire hall tonight. But we got a train on stream, so that's kind of good. But yeah, you know, that's one thing about YouTube and like being on this platform. It's kind of given me so many avenues to kind of create and tinker with, like, you know, live streams or YouTube shorts or videos, full-length videos. I've really had a lot of time to dabble in different aspects of the platform, and I encourage every YouTuber, every up-and-coming YouTuber, regardless of what your niche is, try every platform or try every avenue of the platform. Like, try live streams, try shorts, try videos, and see what you like. Because when I started live streams, I thought, oh, this is kind of corny, this is kind of silly, and maybe some of you guys still think it is, but I personally enjoy doing it, and I don't necessarily care about the views when it comes to live streams, but I genuinely do enjoy doing them, and I always appreciate when people come on and actually talk, and I get to engage with you guys. So that's one piece of advice I would give all new YouTubers, is try every avenue on YouTube. Try live streams, shorts, videos, and see what you like, because I really have discovered so many things that I never thought I would like on YouTube. Hey, Fire Photography, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, man? I was just saying earlier in the stream that I'm actually getting over a cold, so today is the first time in a while that I've actually been out for a longer walk. I was out earlier in the month, but I was saying earlier in the stream, I haven't got any responses for this month. It's been pretty slow. Not bad. I've been pretty good, but getting over a cold, so I'm coming around. But I was saying to the people in the stream, it's been a really slow month for responses, and don't be surprised if there's no October compilation, because it's been so slow. So what I'll probably end up doing is just combining October and November as one comp. So that's the plan if it continues like this. How's your channel doing? I've seen some of your content lately. You've been pumping out some pretty good stuff. You're doing really good over there. Keep up the good work, my friend. So yeah, as I was saying, I really enjoy YouTube, and I really enjoy engaging with you guys, and that's a big reason why I do these live streams, is because the engagement. I like talking to you guys. I like hearing what you guys have to say, and I should do more community polls. I've been trying to do more community polls just to kind of get to know you guys and see what you like, and, you know, relative to what we film or what I film. So I'd like to do more community polls. I'd like to be more engaged with the community. Let me know in the comments of this live stream, do you like the community polls? Do you like these live streams? What do you want to see more of? And I'll do my best to deliver. Here we're redoing this house. This used to be a rooming house. I call it a crack house, with some troubled individuals living there. October has been better than September for me. Well, that's good, man. I mean, you've had a pretty good month, like down in St. Thomas. You got that new pumper, and I've seen some of the responses coming out of there. You got some good responses too. I mean, I wish I was in your shoes right now, because October's been hella slow. Which, it is what it is. You know, we have these times where it's slower for us. But we just never got it. Tons of London. Oh yeah, well, I mean, you got it on film, kind of. I mean, you sent me the video, so I mean, you could post that, like, it's a new delivery, and you got pictures of it, so I guess technically it is kind of a catch, although maybe you didn't get it responding, but I mean, you'll get it eventually. You're fair enough. Tons of London. Yeah, London seems like a busy place. I wish I could go down there more, because there's a hell of a lot of content coming out of London, even from Ben over at Fire Guys. He's been pumping out a hell of a lot of London content, which is great. London seems like a pretty good place to buff. Every time I'm down there, though, and I kid you not, every time I go to London, and I have the scanner going. Because if I go to a city that has scanners, I'll listen. Every city I go to that has the scanner, every time I listen and I go to that city, I never hear any calls in my area. I never see any responses. And I've actually never filmed an ambulance responding in London. I filmed a Middlesex ambulance in other parts of the region, but never in the actual city of London, which is kind of funny. Not responding though, my buddy caught it already. Oh, well, that's good. At least someone caught it. You'll get it eventually. It took me 4 months to get Aerial 4. When they delivered Aerial 4, it took me 4 months to get it. So, responding. So, it comes. And Platoon Chief 1 was even worse. I literally waited 6 months for that fucking thing. 6 goddamn months. And I just caught it 2 months ago. So if you haven't checked out that video, be sure to check it out. Gotta wait for London. Pretty is to chase calls between London. Once you get to know the city better. Yeah, I probably should go to London, check it out and see what I can get on camera, because I'm sure I could get some good stuff. But I'm never, when I'm down there, I'm usually down there to visit family or family friends, so I'm never down there for long periods of time. So it's kind of always, I never have the timing is never good, so I always then come up empty-handed. But even in Toronto, I remember I was in Toronto once, and I had high expectations of getting some action there. Nothing. I got nothing. I was in Toronto for a whole freaking day. I didn't see one thing responding, which is pretty crazy for Toronto. I don't know how many people can say they've been to Toronto and never seen an emergency response, but I can. And I went right into the downtown core, which is even crazier. But yeah, it's the way she goes, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to go to more cities and just for the sole purpose of buffing, but my family doesn't really want to go there and sit at a fire hall all day, and they don't really want to leave me there. I mean, I could get, theoretically, if I really wanted to, I could get on a train and go to Toronto or wherever to buff, but it's kind of an expensive thing. I missed one though. Fire and EMS calls at an intersection I was just at. Oh, the timing. You know how many of where it's I'm right there and then 2 minutes later there's a response, or a minute later there's a response. I remember I was actually at headquarters recently, last month, and I was just walking by there, and the door was open, so I kind of waited around thinking, okay, there's going to be a response. And there wasn't. I waited for a minute. So I started walking up Surrey Street back home, and sure as shit, the tanker came out and responded. Missed it by 1 minute. If I'd have waited 1 minute longer, I would have gotten it. In Toronto, when I went in August. Yeah, and that's literally timing. Timing has got to be on our side in this industry, or in this category of filmmaking. How's school going, by the way? I meant to ask. Going good? No complaints? Halloween's coming up. What are you guys doing for Halloween? Anything? I'm handing out candy at my house, but other than that, not much. Pretty good? Well, that's good. Good to hear. Yeah, school is always good for me too. In fact, I miss school. Most of the time I miss school. You might buff Halloween night. Well, fun stuff. That's awesome. I'm going to be handing out candy, so I won't be buffing, unfortunately. I'd like to, but even then, I don't like going out in the dark per se, because down by the fire hall, it's kind of a sketchy area to begin with, even during the day. I actually I think it's a little bit unsafe there, so I kind of am careful when I'm around that area. But at night, that's a whole nother universe. Fucking assaults and stabbings and shit like that. Right? And I remember there was a freaking assault with a hammer right outside of the goddamn police station. Literally right in front of the doors at nighttime. Someone got hit over the head with a hammer right in front of the police station. So with those things in mind, I don't go out at night. Not in Guelph, at least. St. Thomas is probably a lot safer though. But if you buff, good luck. I'm sure you'll get something on Halloween. Hopefully something good. Maybe you'll get the new truck. Is it a frontline truck, or are they just kind of like, what are they doing with that truck? Because I saw pictures of it on Facebook and it looked like it was at a fire call there. So is it a frontline truck yet, or is it just running fires? Oh, it isn't in service? Okay, because I saw a picture of it and it was at a structure fire. I'm pretty sure, yeah, no decals. This was the truck. And oh, backline. Okay, makes sense. St. Thomas doesn't have any big problems. Well, that's good. Enjoy it, because it won't last. Guelph never used to have big problems, and then when COVID came around, the city's been on a downward spiral. And no blues. I'm sure they're going to upfit it with blues, aren't they? Because I know when Aerial 4 first came, it was a stock truck, kind of like yours, and it didn't have blues either, and they ended up upfitting it with blue lights. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or in the chat, but I think blue lights are provincially mandated, because pretty much every fire service has blue lights. Even Toronto's switching to them, so I'm assuming they must be mandatory. Yes, they will. Okay, they are. That's what I figured, because every department's going over to them. Actually, Toronto's new trucks, they look really good with the new blue lights and the new lighting patterns. They look amazing. So really happy to see those. If I ever go to Toronto, I'd almost want to catch one with the blue lights. That would be what I'd prefer to catch. One of their new E1s too. They're getting a bunch of new E1s. Yeah, Guelph is kind of a slow, like, not much action happens in Guelph, like in terms of like new additions to the fleet. Like, it's not like Toronto or London where they're getting new trucks, you know, pretty regular. Like London's getting a bunch of new trucks. Toronto, Guelph is kind of slow for that shit. We're getting some, but who knows when they'll come. Might be another year, might be another 2 years, might be 6 months. I don't know. We're playing this game again. St. Thomas isn't bad. Well, that's good. But if I know these cities, they all go bad. Guelph was good. You know, Cambridge was good, but they get bigger, and when the city gets bigger, they get what I call big city problems. You know, Guelph's got almost 150,000 people. Police are getting a lot of new stuff. Yeah, so are our police. Our police just recently got a new pickup. They got a couple of those new Explorer utilities. I saw you posted a video of a newer Ford pickup in St. Thomas. Are they getting a bunch of pickups? Because Guelph, I was talking to someone and they were saying that they're getting more than one pickup in my city. I only knew there to be one, but... Well, let's see here. Am I going to get a frickin'... There we go. Hello, Southern Ontario Fire Buff. Welcome to the live stream. If this is your first stream, thank you for joining. And I'm just going to wrap it up soon here in the next probably 5 minutes. I'm getting close to my house, so I'm probably going to wrap it up soon and call it a night. And my throat's starting to get sore. I was saying I was recovering from a cold, so my throat still might be a little scratchy. Slow down, we got like 3 new ones. And a few months ago, St. Thomas has like 8 or 9 pickups. The new Explorers are coming in too. Okay, yeah, we're getting the new Explorers. And slowly down. Okay, we got 3 new pickups. Yeah, we're getting the new Explorers slowly but surely. It's taking a little bit more time than I expected, but we are getting the new Explorers, and you guys are getting the pickups. Are you going to use them for any specialty purpose, or are they just deciding to get pickups? Because I know for our city, the pickup is solely used for traffic. The traffic division uses it, so they use it for vehicle inspections and shit like that, and accident reconstruction. We're on Edinburgh Road here. One is traffic and that's about it. Everything else patrol. Fair enough. Fair enough. But they do look good. I did see that one pickup that you posted and it looks good. Looks good, all lit up. I haven't caught ours responding yet. You got 2 new Explorers so far? Yeah, we have, I'm gonna say we have 3. We have 1 marked and we have 2 unmarked. And one is actually a auxiliary cop. It's not even a regular constable vehicle. It's for court services or whatever. I like the Explorers. You know, I didn't like the Explorers when they first came out, but I really do them. And I like the pickups too. The pickups are really, really nice. I'd like to see more departments go with the pickups, to be honest. I think they're pretty cool. Yeah. So we're on Edinburgh Road, just at the train tracks again. We're gonna go down this little alley here. This is a new development. There's a pub here and there's a couple real estate offices in back, but it used to be actually a warehouse years ago when I first moved into the neighborhood. This is a warehouse and they've redeveloped it. Hope you get a catch sooner than later. Yeah, so do I, honestly. So do I, because it has been a very slow month. And I really want to get something. I've been trying. I've been going by the fire halls and hanging around and to catch something. With any luck, I'll get something soon enough, but patience is a virtue. But, you know, I've been doing this 3 years and there's been more times than once that I've had or slow weeks or whatever, and I always manage to catch something eventually. At this point, even if I get an ambulance, I'll be happy. So, yeah. And you know what, ambulances, I don't know about your channel, Fire Photography, but on my channel, ambulances could get really good views. I don't know why, what it is. I could upload 100 Wellington EMS videos, and I guarantee you that half of them, if not more, would get over 100 views as a full-length video. So I don't know what it is about ambulances that people like, but hey, I'm taking the views. I'm taking the fucking views. Check this out. Old caboose. Police and fire for me. Yeah, I've had the odd police video hit off. I got a couple police videos that are over 1,000 views, whatever, but for me, ambulances and police are the next best thing. And then fire is actually probably one of my lower performing ones, believe it or not. Fire, the only time I really get good views on fire trucks is if they got their cue going or their air horns or if it's a new truck. But yeah, no, it's all good though. I take whatever I can get and I enjoy making the content. I think that's the most important thing, is just enjoy what you're doing. And if you enjoy it, it makes life a lot easier. I'm right now on the back of this caboose. There's a door here, I can't get into it, but they restored this thing and they put it here, so it's kind of neat. London is just crazy for views. Almost everything on London, or if I get big St. Thomas. London has always been big on views. You know, if you look back over the years, like even when Hooks and Halligans was going there, the early Fire Guys videos, London is crazy for views. I don't know why, but London is the place to go if you want to get good views and good responses. So I really should dedicate some time and just go and spend a day in London for the haul and see what I can get, because London seems to be the place to go. I used to think it was Toronto, but no, it seems to be London. Like even looking at the older video, and every fire buff or emergency buff in general goes to London on a regular basis. Like Ben is probably there pretty regular. You're there all the time. So it seems to be the place to go. Guelph is well, Guelph is my hometown, so it's convenient. If I go to another place, then might get the odd thing. Too much Toronto content. Oh yeah, the platform with Toronto content. But it's all good. I mean, I don't mind Toronto. It's, you know, there's a lot of action down there. Toronto police are pretty cool. Like, they got some cool stuff, especially ERT or EFT or whatever they call it. They're a whole nother level. Some of their ERT stuff is really neat. But yeah, check this tree out. Completely changed over. Nice red. All the other trees are pretty much shedding all their leaves, but that one's just changing over. Anyway, this is kind of a neat spot. I better get out of here before someone thinks I'm doing something weird. But yeah, it's the caboose. So for those of you rail fans, tonight's your night. A train and a caboose. This building right here used to be a warehouse. And there used to be right here, where Granite Homes is, was a loading dock. So the trucks would come up this driveway. That building wasn't there. They'd come up here and they would unload their stuff. Then over here this is where the trains would park and they would load all their stuff. This used to be a warehouse. Actually, my neighbor lived in the neighborhood for 60 years. Her kids worked at this very warehouse, loading trains with fruits and vegetables and other stuff, and it would go wherever it was going. But this is a neat neighborhood I live in. I really like living here, and I really like being by the tracks, the train tracks. One thing about it, if I can't get emergency responses, I can always get a train. So I'll take it. Anyway, guys, I gotta let you know. My battery is literally about to die. So the stream went a little bit longer than I expected. Thank you to those of you who joined in and chatted with. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. We'll try to get some responses in the future. Wish me luck. But yeah, you have a good night too, Fire Photography. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Take care.